second Tom opens the door, Gary, I'd like to see you and find out what this fight is about. You know, it's like, Tom, act like you're not here for 4 hours.
I was just about to walk out this door and apologize to Tom for acting, because I should.
Yeah, but you shouldn't even have to. Tom should just mellow out.
I'm sorry.
Short of a killing, he should stay out of it.
Howard, they go for
let our show unfurl. There's some energy being let loose, and I like things to happen here in the halls. And I don't want people to feel like they can't be themselves, because I can turn that into comedy.
And I agree with that.
The more involved you get, the people will start behaving more. And I don't want behavior.
Wasn't it just yesterday you said to Tom to pretend he's not here?
But he can't. The second there's trouble in the halls, Tom's like, I would like to know what's going on. You know, let it. Sometimes you got to like with kids. Sometimes you got to let them work it out themselves. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Help me with this, please. When you feel like you're leaving that room, go back in.
What happened?
Tom came and mediated, and it almost didn't help at all. And then I felt really bad because Tom was trying.
What happened?
Scott and I were arguing over best of. You know, the age-old fight.
Scott was screaming that he doesn't have time to do anything, but the reason he doesn't have time to do anything is because he puts off all his work to the end.
But we squared it away.
You did?
Scott and I made a deal.
What's the deal?
The deal is that he's got to have best of ready 1 week before it airs, and I will never bring it up to him again.
So that's more pressure for him.
And if it's not ready, then I'll go to Tom and explain to Tom that it's not ready, and then Scott will have to tell him why it's not ready.
Oh. Okay.
So I'm not. Scott says I keep bringing it up, which I do.
Right.
Because I just want to get it done, but I'm not going to bring it up anymore.
You brought it up because you want to get it done.
Actually,
and then
he brought it up to me because he had some other work to do.
Yeah, and he said he couldn't do it.
He couldn't do it. You know, if I do this, then I can't do best of. And you know, the conversation goes in a circle because I always say, well, if you had your time better, you wouldn't be in this position.
Right. If you would spread out your work, you would have been.
And this escalated into shouting?
They were screaming at each other in the hall.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Name calling?
I think it's on tape. Did anybody get it on tape for me?
Audio and video. Both.
Where's the audio? Let me have it.
Well, I think Scott's bleeping it now.
Oh, you mean it's full of curse words?
Yeah.
Oh.
What Italian do you know that fights it doesn't curse?
How long will that take?
Not that long.
Could take days.
5 seconds.
5 seconds you'll have it? Ooh, this is going to be good.
Actually, they gave it to somebody else because they didn't want to let
Now,
Scott
this
edit it.
happened right in the middle of the hall, not in the studio?
It started in my office.
And then it happened into the halls.
Spilled into the hallway and back over.
All right, rack that up. I'm going to take a break. And when we come back, we'll hear Gary and Scott fighting in the hall.
Very exciting.
Will Tom be mediating as well on the tape?
Tom gets involved.
Tom does get involved, though?
Yes.
All right. Good for you, Tom.
Now, what prompted Tom to come out of his office? Was it that
Well, no,
loud?
because
Because Tom-
No, Scott came to me.
Oh, he did.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
What did he say?
Yeah, well, I was
He
telling you
came in-
my side. He grabbed Tom.
Oh,
No,
I
no,
see.
he stuck his head in and said something to the effect of, don't want to, I won't put up with this, and blah.
Threatened to quit,
So I had to
Howard.
get involved.
He threatened to quit?
Yeah.
He won't quit. He has nowhere else to go.
That's what he says on the tape, though.
He threatens to quit.
Yes.
Where's Scott the engineer?
I guess we'll have to call him to come in.
Yeah, tell him to come in now. He wants to hear the fight. This is Gary.
Is Gary afraid to go back there and ask Scott to come in?
I'm not even sure I'm talking to him at this time.
This is Gary Delabate, our producer, with Scott the engineer. Round one. Round one. And they're off. Our referee is Tom Chiusano.
If he's not in by now, I'm guessing that John's back there because John went to talk to him before and Scott threw him out.
Oh, tell Scott to come in.
He's still pretty hot under the collar, so he might.
Ah, come on. That's when
this
he's
is
the
the way
best.
we work it out.
Where's Scott the engineer?
Scotty refuses to come on the air.
No, tell him to come in.
I'll gladly listen to this tape without him.
Come on, tell him to come in.
Want me to say if he doesn't, he's fired?
No. What
Just
kind of
tell
thing
him
is
to
that?
get
Just
in
tell him to
here.
get in here.
Come on, Scott. Come on.
I have nothing to say.
Yeah, we're just going to
Congratulations on your tour with
What
Liza.
you're going to not get your say
Do you want
if
to
we're
listen?
the
Do you-
tape
are you,
of you and
trying to
Gary.
listen all on stage,
What's
or
fighting in the
strictly
hall?
platonic? I don't want to hear it.
We are going to listen to the tape. We got to get this worked out.
You
You,
can
two
listen to
aren't
it.
even speaking
You
to
can
each
listen
other.
to the tape.
You two aren't even speaking to each other. This
It doesn't
is
matter. You can
ridiculous.
listen to the
Come
tape,
on.
and you can analyze
Come on.
it. No,
Scott, you know this is better. It always makes things better.
No, it
Let's
doesn't.
get up
No,
and
it
go
doesn't.
into the studio.
No, I'm not.
Why are you doing
This time I'm not. This time I'm serious.
What is the problem? What is the problem?
No, I'm working. Don't you get it?
Yeah, but you can't hear anything now anyway, and it's bad for the television
If I may say this,
camera.
I think you're more talented.
Come on.
You are.
You're sitting here.
Singer?
It's only dragging this out. We'll go and get it over with. You know it's good for the show. This is how we make our living. We all do this. So come on, let's go.
Do you want me to explain to them what we were talking about before?
No, we're going to get it from Scott. Scott can explain. Come
No,
on.
I can't explain
Yes,
because
you can. What are you talking about? You're going to sit over there. What do you mean you can't explain? We always let you have your say. Come on, don't do that. Just come on. Let's go into the studio. Cut that off.
Oh, better.
And let's go, and we'll talk this out, and it'll be fine. This is crazy.
You've never had a fight with anybody.
Of course,
yeah,
and
but we
I
always-
always go in, don't I?
People act like-
Don't I? Don't I always go
I
in?
would just say,
Oh,
yeah,
it's
okay,
coming.
okay.
You think I need you, Jackie?
You hear that?
Hey, look who's here.
Hey, Scott, man, you must be really pissed at Gary. I've never seen you this mad where you wouldn't even come in.
No, because I get accused of doing nothing, and I'm sitting back there working my ass off.
Well, now you are.
No,
if you'd been
I
working
do
your
all
ass
the
off,
time.
but in all seriousness, if you, I'm just trying to help you, okay? Calm down.
See, I knew this was going to happen.
So-
That's why I didn't want to come in here.
Why?
Okay? 'Cause
Why? If I can help you with your job?
You can't help me.
I'm not saying you do nothing. Now you're under such a. I know you want to be playing prodigy baseball and
No,
stuff.
that has nothing to do with it.
I mean, let's face it. That's in the back of your mind. It's hard for you to play at home. 'Cause-
Absolutely not.
But it would be fun to hang out a little bit. You'd like to relax a
Oh,
little.
you mean like everybody else does in
Yeah,
the office?
right.
Oh,
Like everybody
I see.
else
like
does.
Gary,
Right,
Rod.
right.
Oh, I see.
All right, but listen.
All Gary does probably
thing I'm pissed off
is
about-
come down and tell you what
Wait,
you have to
The
what are
do.
you
thing I'm
pissed
pissed
off?
off about is I don't get to read Newsday.
Right,
You
and
know,
Gary
I mean,
does.
You know, that's
Scott,
exactly
what
the
time do you
thing.
go home?
Usually between 12 and 1.
And what time do I go home? Around 4 every day.
I'm in here at 4. What time do you get in here?
You haven't been in here at 4 since you were born.
Bull S, because
How
I
would
was
you
here.
know?
I wish it was a time clock.
You don't know. I'm here every day at 4. I was here this morning, but like 10
I
out
think since
4.
we yelled at you, you've been here at
No,
4.
absolutely not.
No, look. Here's the point.
I am here every day
you do.
by 4:15.
You get crazy
That's
every
not
year.
4.
But I
That's
work
just not
after
4.
12. But I work after 12. I don't take a lunch hour. Never.
All right.
Do I
listen
take
to
a
me.
lunch hour?
Listen to me.
I
Listen
mean,
to me.
I don't understand. You see, your rationale is you don't get here at 4.
Hey, you're the one who brought
I
up
don't
that.
take a lunch hour, Gary.
Then don't read
I'm
Newsday.
supposed to get 2 hours overtime. I don't
You're the
put
one
in
who
for that.
you're the one who brought up the Newsday thing. I'm just fighting back.
Here's the thing.
There's no rationale to that, though.
No, let me just tell you the only rationale, because I'm very rationale. Let me say something. You get upset every year at this time.
No.
With the big
thing I'm
2-week
upset,
best of.
I'm upset about the
You could-
most is
you should just-
yes, I know.
Okay.
Best stuff has to get
Actually,
done.
it's twice a year. It's the Christmas vacation
Yeah, and this
this one.
vacation.
I know best stuff has to get done.
You know when you should start best of? Seriously?
I know when. I mean,
As soon as we get back from vacation, do an hour a day.
we've
and then
discussed
it
that
would be done already.
sometimes it's impossible to get an hour a day, like
Yeah,
today.
So every
We've
other
got
day,
it down
do
to
an
2
hour.
hours a week.
Do 2 hours a
Right.
week and you'd be done.
Fine, that'll get done.
All right.
The thing
but
that
this
I'm- the
happens.
thing that I'm-
I've seen this happen now. How long have we been together?
The thing that I get mad at is every day he says,
No,
You know-
why don't you tell Howard how the argument started? You came to me. I didn't come to you. You came to me today. You came
he
to
gave,
me.
he gave my intern a pile of work that my intern really doesn't know how to do.
Very simple
Okay.
stuff that Scott might have to show him.
Understandable, simple for me,
All right.
simple for you, not simple for her.
Right.
She doesn't know how to work equipment. She's never worked in a studio or anything like that.
You know, I can set my watch to his best of tantrums.
Yes.
Right. Go ahead. Yeah.
So I have to sit and teach her how to do it. So it takes time. So if she makes a copy of a tape, I set her up. She sits there fine. Then when that's over in 10 minutes or 15 minutes, she comes in and says,
All
"That's-
I'm saying is you wouldn't be in this crunch every year if you started earlier. That's all. Now let me hear this fight you
It
guys
has
got
gotten
into.
so bad that Scott is back there complaining to interns. These are
I
the
know.
only people who listen and
No, I'm not.
understand
No,
him.
I'm not. No, I wasn't complaining to her.
What were you doing then?
No, she happened to agree with me because she sees what
Of
goes
course.
on in there.
She's
every
got to
day.
live with you back there.
She says to
not
me,
at all.
Scott,
Oh, yeah.
do you want me to go in and explain?
Where is she? Let her explain.
Can I just
Come
say
on
something
in.
about Scott's
No,
intern?
bring her on in.
She's the nicest, sweetest person, and she likes everyone.
Right.
But
Okay.
she understood Scott.
So this fight erupted out in the hallways, and then it
What-
spilled over into Tom Chiasano's.
Scott came to my office to complain about what he just complained about, and that's where it starts.
Right. I think Scott's
I'm
also
trying to-
bugged because he thinks he would like to have fun like you have.
No,
like
not-
you're back in the
not
office.
at-
He thinks
no,
you're
not at
relaxing.
all.
You know what
Not
I
at
think
all,
it is?
not at all.
Scott says that everybody's harping on his prodigy baseball. Well, he sees other people relaxing too, and he would
Right.
rather that not be brought up.
Right.
But the point,
Because he doesn't feel like he's
but I don't-
neglecting his
the
work.
point of the story is everybody.
I don't
How
think
you
that's-
doing on
long
the
as you-
prodigy baseball?
as long as you-
fine.
But as long as
Fine.
people finish their work, it
Right.
doesn't matter what you do. You could play all the Prodigy baseball you wanted if I had hundreds of reels of best of.
See, it's
no
fun.
one would care.
It's fun here to go on Prodigy. In all seriousness, the guys are here. You can
It's
go
a
on.
bonding thing. There's a lot of people
His
doing
wife
it.
isn't here. He can be on Prodigy
I don't
as a
do,
man.
I don't do Prodigy
And you
when I'm
shouldn't-
here.
you shouldn't
If
com-
I do it for maybe 10 minutes
Right.
to check the score,
Okay.
and that's it.
All right. All right. Let's forget Prodigy for a second.
Can I just say one
Yeah,
thing?
all
Howard,
right.
Scott shouldn't. Why is Scott comparing himself to others? He's got a job to do. We've got a job to do.
Absolutely. And his job could be sitting around too if he just threw a couple of reels on every hour or
And
so.
if his job isn't as fun as my job, I
I
apologize.
didn't say
Right.
no. I didn't,
Take a
I'm
different
sorry.
job, that's
no,
all.
I told you won't
Well,
let me tell you why I got mad.
Why
Well,
did
no,
you get mad?
I know the best stuff has to get done. Okay?
Go ahead.
I don't have to be reminded every hour the best stuff has to be done.
Right.
I don't have to be handed a pile of work for the next day and then say, by the way, best stuff has to get done too.
Oh, you
I know
don't like
best
him
stuff-
reminding you.
I know best stuff has to get done. And I'm doing,
wait a second. Why don't
But
we
it's
talk
a
about?
little more complicated than that. You come in the room and you start getting upset that you have all this work handed to you, and
No,
then
no.
Gary says you're only upset because you got all this best stuff
Okay,
on top of
Howard,
it.
let's talk about this then. Remember Kathy Buckley was in here the other day?
Yeah.
Remember you wanted me to pull that tape of her doing her stand-up bit?
Right, the deaf
I
comedian.
turned this office upside down because I went to the box where it was supposed to be and it wasn't there. Couldn't find it. I made a mess in the back office like you wouldn't believe. I ran to Scott. I had given it to Scott a week and a half earlier. A week. I'll give you a week earlier. Said, could you cart this for me? And he just forgot about it.
I forgot about that particular tape.
All right. Okay.
That's the
All right,
stuff
look.
that makes me nuts.
That makes you crazy, and then Scott gets nuts because it's best of time.
So it's more than just one thing
Right.
fueling this argument.
Right. All right. Let's hear that. All we wanted was the background information on this argument that we are now going to listen to and view on television.
I'm trying to complain. What's that?
Listen, I gotta take a break.
You are. It's a minute thing.
Oh, he'll still be spelling when we come back.
It doesn't.
And I hear he's a junior. We'll be back right after these words with more spelling.
No. All you're doing now is working in there.
No, I don't stop and I haven't stopped. Things
But
always
what,
get
you're
done.
telling me it's such a problem to wait a couple of minutes till you're done, till you have a break in the
Then you
best
come
of.
back and you say, how come I need 15 minutes of best stuff? And best stuff isn't going to get done if I have to keep stopping.
Well, you should have done it 2 months ago.
Gary, I
No, you should've-
constantly do best stuff.
You don't constantly. That's a lie. That is an out-and-out lie. No, come back here. You want to start it out. That's an out-and-out lie. You don't do it. You didn't give me anything for 2 months, so don't sit here and tell me that you constantly do because you don't. So don't sit here and lie to me.
I put it in when I can.
You're a
I
liar.
stop it.
You're a liar.
And you know that.
What's going on?
If I got to take his bullshit anymore, I'm out of here. Because he's an asshole.
You got to admit, when you get to those last 3 weeks before best of, you realize that the entire office is walking on eggshells around
Yeah.
you. You realize that.
You know, I always have it in my mind that I don't want to be in this situation, but it always gets to it. I'm telling you the
You're
truth.
your own worst enemy.
I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah.
But it's not just me, 'cause
I honestly try to get the thing.
But it's not just me. Even John says, I can't. I'm afraid to go talk to Scott because I'll say to John, "Hey, go have Scott cart this. You go tell him, man. I can't talk to Scott." 'cause
Well,
he'll
that's
yell at me."
crazy, Scott. People have to be able to
People
talk to you.
have to be able to approach you.
But he's approachable except for 2 months out of the year, December.
Look
and
who's talking
June.
over there.
Oh, everybody approaches me. I get abused around here.
All right. Very good. Listen, very good.
You should have seen people.
I got to get to the news.
So you guys made up, Gary?
Yeah, more or less.
You think things are gonna get done a little quicker now?
No. No. I mean, because we've had this argument. This is the 5th time we've had it. All of them except for shit. The ones that are written down.
Well,
there.
let me bring the letters. The letters.
You guys gonna shake hands and?
Yeah, it's over. It's done.
All right, we'll shake hands for the camera.
It's heartfelt.